Talk about the calmness that comes with this record, because I mean, I guess that goes back to that other half that you guys were on this gorgeous lake in Manitoba.
That's true.
Yeah, speak to that.
Oh, the communists?
The calmness. The calmness.
Yeah, it was kind of mysteriously cold. Like it's cold there, but it was a real cold snap. It was one of those real.
So it really was even cold for Winnipeg.
Yeah, even cold for Winnipeg, certainly. Yeah, I mean it happens like once a year or so, but even when it happens, you're never quite prepared for it. Even if it happens every year, it's just this really. When it happens, when it's like -40 for days in a row, and you have to actually battle the elements, it's a real. It becomes, a real presence and a force in whatever it is you're doing, and especially if you're creating things, like it was a real. I felt like it had a real impact on our work there.
Yeah,
cool.
And it really kind of like it really gave a great perspective on it, I think. And I just, whenever I think about making the record, I think about, I went for a cross-country ski on the lake itself.
Oh, cool.
And I remember it was so cold that the skis were actually almost not gripping. Like I had wax and stuff, but it was so cold that the snow was so cold that there was no, because you need a certain amount of friction to kind of, and it was just felt just bizarre and I was there in the middle of the lake and it was just incredibly calm. And just, it was. It did.
And it was so cold, like cars wouldn't start.
And, we had to
and
jump
those cars and do things like that. So there definitely was, and you know, there were like tame animals, these deers that were hanging out and staring in the window the whole time we were there, and
which was
it was just sort of. I think it was what made it sort of a unique experience. Well, I don't know when I would ever do anything like that again. And just the idea, I just think that we actually did it. I think, pulled it off. You know, coming up with the ideas is one thing, but actually ending up, like you said it great today when you're like, when we did it, you couldn't believe we actually did it. I remember I got on a plane and then I got there, and I got off a plane and I said, we're going to do this. And then we drove out and it was freezing, and we were in this car, and the car was like sliding but on the road because it was so cold that it's just black ice everywhere.
Yeah.
And getting in was treacherous, and getting even getting the truck unloaded and everything was just like, it was sort of like the challenges were early. There were all these wiring problems with the cottage that we discovered that at night when it would get dark, all of a sudden there'd be a huge hum in amps. So we had to do this thing where we clip something on your guitar, and then I had to clip this thing kind of like a mini booster cable on the side of on my stomach.
That's right. Like you had to ground
yourself.
Oh, okay. Because you get that buzz or
whatever. You get a buzz, and it was weird, and it wouldn't happen during the day. And then it would get dark, and all of a sudden, if you want to add, an eeriness to it, all of a sudden we would have these sort of sound things that were happening, like little ghosts in the machine and things like that. So
weird. But I mean, it must feel really good to have it out then. I mean, if it was that much of a it's freezing, you know what I mean, to actually finally put it out.
Well, it's nice, and the cover and the art reflects what happened there. And,
that's the cottage. Is that the cottage on the cover?
That's the lodge we recorded in. Yeah,
I love the cover.
So,
again, cool. I mean, it's looking at the sky, which Yeah,
when will they visit?
I know, I can't wait.
Awesome. I hadn't thought of that actually. Wow, that's great. Yeah.
You guys are playing the Horseshoe tonight. And I was asked to ask you guys this as a fan. Will you be playing stuff from both of your older catalogs as well, or are you just going to do the record straight through?
I'm going to do the record and then a couple of my older songs. We're not going to do, from what I understand.
Oh, no.
We're not doing any Weaker Than songs.
No, we're here to do Jim songs, for sure.
Cool.
So,
also, you're doing the Streets project still, or are you still putting out a song every month?
No, it's a 7-inch it's not every month. It's like every 6 months or so.
Every 6 months? Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I just put one out. So I'm doing that. Yeah, that's another thing I'm.
What number are you at now?
This will be I've just put out the second one, so the third one will come out in the winter. Sometime.
Okay, because I heard City Route 85.
Right. Oh, and I just put out Provincial Road 222. So.
Okay, cool. Now Alan covered this last time you came in. So
that's right.
Yeah, I'm
that's
not
right.
going to throw.
Yeah. So I'm working on that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fun
and then what about new music? What are you guys listening to right now? That's like someone who's brand new that you guys are really digging.
Oh boy.
Great band.
What did I buy?
Great band.
What did I buy? What's the last thing I bought?
Baby Eagle, I've been listening to.
Yeah.
New Baby Eagle record. Dan Romano.
I listen to like people from that live in my town, like this guy Chris Page. I listen to. He just put out a record called "Date with a Smoke Machine," which is an awesome rock and roll title, if you ask me. And I did buy something recently that I like. What did I buy? I was listening to it, thinking, I like this. I should listen to it again. Oh, I like that last National record.
Yeah, a lot of
I don't
people
know what
did.
he's singing about, but I like.
I haven't heard
the
that
music.
yet. I'd like to hear that.
People dig it.
Yeah.
People dig it.
Yeah.
There's one more question. Speak about the guest appearances on the record, because there's a couple.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jill.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
almost
well,
forgot
Jill
that one.
Barber sang on it, not in the cabin, but back
Yeah.
in the city. And then a couple songs, we'd used bed tracks from, I'd recorded 10 songs at the Tragically Hip studio last summer, and we used 2 bed tracks from that. And I don't even know why we didn't record the songs. We just ended up using the bed tracks. They were there and ready to use.
Well, it was kind of a time thing too. We were
Yeah.
kind of pressed for time, so that was kind of handy that you had those beds.
So Gord Sinclair from the Tragically Hip played on a song or 2, and then a drummer, Peter Von Alten, who is my drummer when I don't have the weaker thens to support me and drive around with me. Yeah.
Cool. Best of luck with the record, guys. It's a great
Thank you.
album. It's really flows nicely. It's pretty cool. I was listening to it today, and it's awesome. So
Sweet.
thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming in.
Thanks for having us.
I bought the
Yeah.
new Superchunk record. That's
Ah, yeah, that
Oh,
guy
I'd like
too.
to hear
Yeah.
that. I want to
Nice.
see that show. I never got to see them when they
We
were
didn't
out.
go. I was recording in another cabin this fall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course you were.
And I missed. I did. I really did. I went out with these guys and did this recording project where we only could bring tenor guitars. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
And Superchunk were playing an hour away in Montreal, and we didn't go. We couldn't disturb
Yeah,
the drinking. No.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Go Leafs, go.
Yeah. You sure? Whatever you want to say.
Come on.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Habs.
Explore Music wears English Laundry apparel.